Hello, and welcome back to the Inventors Arena. I'm Ed, and today I'm going to be discussing prototyping your invention idea. So what is a prototype? Generally, it's an early model or sample of a new idea used to test a concept, maybe to evaluate a design and demonstrate its function as intended. This is done well before mass production. Often it is done early to prove the idea and to show interested parties, such as investors. And you kind of want to prove it to yourself too, right? Anyway, there's different types of prototypes. Prototypes can range from simple sketches in 2D or hand drawings, or virtual 3D models which can be shown and are tested. And they can also be complex, and they can be working physical versions. Inventors often make them from materials like cardboard to start, or 3D printing, or existing OEM parts that they can find. So why would you want a prototype? Prototypes are important for identifying any flaws. They're useful for gathering feedback. They may be used for securing funding from an investor, like we discussed in the program. Sometimes they may be used to show others, such as for crowdfunding. So there's an important point here. You want to make sure it works. So hence the need for it at times. Most want to be sure the concept works when switched from an intangible idea in your brain to tangible working form. Many take the idea from hand drawings and put them into 2D or 3D drawings. In fact, that's quite often how some of the inventors that we've worked have done it, because they can think better visually and they can draw it out and test it and measure it and not have to be cutting and doing that sort of thing. They can kind of work it through on a computer screen at the start. These can be shown, the 2D drawings or even the rough drawings, and 3D can be tested, which is super handy sometimes. So moving forward, once it has been drawn, it is desirable for some to make a physical prototype. Prototypes are often made of cardboard, like I mentioned earlier, to start, since it is inexpensive and it doesn't need to look pretty in the beginning. And then advancements can be made from there. Often it will go from a cardboard unit to a 3D printed version to one that is probably made from OEM parts that you can get or order. Some designs are simple and can be made by the inventor, which is really cool. Can save you some money as you go. More complicated prototypes often should be made by professionals. So bringing it together, in the end, you'll want to have a working, aesthetically pleasing virtual and physical prototype if you need them, and then you can use them to demonstrate to others how it will work and make sure that it will work. The experience of the look and feel is often critical for the trust of investors. So in conclusion, there's so much thought that goes into your invention idea. Some don't require a prototype, but most do to prove your concept. Something that can be touched, used, and tested is invaluable. It's exciting to see your idea actually become a reality. So hopefully you've enjoyed this short episode. We always invite you to go to the inventorsarena.com website. Join an inventors group. We always talk about that a lot because we think it's super important for support and for promoting the invention development within the country. Please continue to send us your suggestions for new content. That's always appreciated. Like and subscribe if you think we deserve it. We like to give new content, and we like to know what you're thinking. Always appreciate the thumbs up. Go be the best inventor you can. Be your best you.